Stop petting your dog for a second, because the moment your hand touches them, something begins happening inside their brain, underneath that fur, behind those soft eyes, that is completely different from what most owners have always believed. You called it love. But your dog's brain may be calling it something else entirely. Something powerful that has been silently shaping your entire relationship since the very first day you brought them home. Let's start with the thing that happens before your hand even makes contact. Your touch is a test. Every time your hand reaches toward your dog, before you even make contact, their brain has already started working. Not feeling, working. A 2019 study from the University of Lincoln confirmed it. Dogs process incoming touch as social data first and emotional experience second. Your dog's brain is running a threat assessment on you. Every single time. Who is this? What do they want? Are they safe? It does not matter that you are their owner. It does not matter that you have lived together for years. Their ancient brain runs the same check every time, because in the wild, a touch that catches you off guard can mean death. Think about what that means. Every time you reach out casually, distracted, rushed, not fully present, your dog's brain is working overtime just to confirm you are not a threat. You are not giving them love in that moment. You are giving them a test to pass. And most owners fail to realize they are even running one. But here is what changes everything. Where exactly your hand lands tells your dog something even more specific. Something most owners have never once thought about. You're petting the wrong spots. Close your eyes and think about where you always pet your dog. Top of the head, behind the ears, along the back. Now here is what your dog's brain reads in each of those spots. Research from Lorand University mapped the neurological response of dogs to touch across different body zones. What they found was not what most owners expect. The top of the head, the place almost every human reaches for first, registers in the dog's brain as a dominance gesture. A hand descending from above triggers the same ancient neural pathway as an alpha physically asserting control over a subordinate. You are saying hello. Your dog's nervous system is bracing. The back, neutral to mildly alerting depending on pressure and speed. The chest, the side of the neck, the shoulders. Those are the genuine green zones. Touch there and cortisol drops. Breathing slows. The nervous system exhales. You have been reaching for the wrong places your entire life. And your dog has been quietly managing the discomfort without you ever knowing. But there is one place owners reach for constantly, convinced their dog loves it, that does something to their dog's body that most people would find genuinely disturbing. The belly is not an invitation. Your dog rolls over, belly up, tail going, eyes soft, and you think, finally, they want a belly rub. Stop. A study published in Applied Animal Behavior Science broke this down completely. Belly exposure is not an invitation. It is a declaration. When your dog rolls over and shows you their stomach, they are performing the most vulnerable act in their entire behavioral vocabulary. They are saying, I am so safe with you that I will expose the one part of my body with no bone protection, the one place where a single strike from a predator ends everything. That is not a request. That is a confession of complete trust. The moment you reach down and touch that belly, you have answered their confession by violating it. Their nervous system flips from full trust to full alert in a fraction of a second. The back legs come up. The paws grab your hand. You call it cute. Your dog is telling you, that is not what I meant. They have been showing you their most profound trust signal for years. And you have been accidentally teaching them that vulnerability gets ignored. But what happens when you get the next zone wrong is not just uncomfortable for your dog. It is something their nervous system physically cannot control. The tail zone is a trap. You scratch right above their tail and something strange happens. They freeze. The back leg starts thumping automatically. Their whole body stiffens and wiggles at the same time. You think they are in heaven. Here is the reality. The base of the tail holds one of the densest concentrations of nerve endings in a dog's entire body. When you stimulate that zone, you are not creating one sensation. You are detonating dozens simultaneously. Pleasure circuits and alarm circuits firing together in a neurological collision your dog cannot sort out cleanly. That thumping leg is not enthusiasm. It is an involuntary reflex, the identical response vets trigger when testing neurological function. Your dog is not choosing to move that leg. Their nervous system is moving it for them. In that moment, your dog has partially lost control of their own body because of your touch. For some dogs, this feels tolerable. For others, it is genuinely overwhelming. A chaos of mixed signals their brain cannot categorize as good or bad. You have been reading a reflex as enjoyment. Those are not the same thing. And here is what real enjoyment actually looks like, because it is nothing like what most owners think. You're reading the wrong signal. Every owner watches the tail. The tail is the wrong thing to watch. A tail wag means arousal, emotional activation. It tells you your dog's system is switched on, nothing more. A dog wags their tail when they are excited, anxious, overstimulated, and yes, sometimes happy. The tail tells you the engine is running. It does not tell you where they want to go. Research from the University of Portsmouth identified the real markers of genuine touch enjoyment in dogs. Active leaning, not just tolerating contact, but pressing their body weight into your hand. Slow, deliberate breathing. Soft, unfocused eyes. A jaw that is slightly loose and relaxed. Compare that to the dog who goes completely still under your hand, who holds their breath, who shifts their weight a fraction of an inch away from you. That dog is enduring your touch, not enjoying it. You have been misreading this your entire life, and your dog has been too polite to stop you. But what you do not know yet is that your emotional state before you even reach out is already shaping everything your dog feels. And this one is genuinely uncomfortable to hear. Your stress enters them. Think about the last time you had a terrible day. You came home. You sat next to your dog. You petted them. You told yourself this was helping both of you. A 2019 study from the University of Vienna measured cortisol levels, the primary stress hormone, in both owners and dogs during physical contact sessions. The data was unambiguous. When owners were carrying elevated stress, their dogs' cortisol levels rose to match within minutes of being touched. Your dog does not just feel your hand. They absorb your nervous system through it. Every tight grip, every fast, distracted stroke, every touch you gave them while your mind was somewhere else. Your dog felt all of it, not as comfort, as transmission. Your anxiety became their anxiety. Your restlessness became their restlessness. You thought you were calming them. You were loading them. Your hands are not neutral. They are either medicine or they are noise. There is no third option. And the difference between medicine and noise comes down to something so simple most owners never think to do it. You're not really present. You pet your dog while looking at your phone, while watching TV, while talking to someone else. Hand moving automatically, mind completely elsewhere. A 2015 study from Kyoto University isolated this exact variable. Same owners, same dogs, same duration of touch, same body zones. The only difference, in one condition, owners maintained soft eye contact throughout. In the other, they looked away. The oxytocin spike, the bonding hormone, was 130% higher in the eye contact condition. 130%, from simply looking at them. Your dog does not just need your hands. They need your presence. And presence means your eyes are on them. Soft, steady, fully there. Every time you petted them while looking away, you gave them half of what they were asking for. The physical part arrived. The relational part did not. And here is something that will make you rethink every petting session you have ever had. You have probably been doing it completely one-sided without ever realizing it. You're only petting one side. Think right now, which hand do you use to pet your dog? Almost certainly your dominant hand, which means almost certainly you. Stroke the same side of their body every single time. Research from the University of Adelaide found that consistent one-sided stimulation over time creates measurable neurological asymmetry in dogs. The understimulated side becomes less responsive to social touch. The nerve pathways used less frequently signal less efficiently. You have been accidentally creating an imbalance in your dog's nervous system, touch by touch, for years. Both sides of your dog carry scent glands. Both sides carry nerve pathways that connect to their bonding and safety systems. Both sides need equal contact to maintain the full picture of neurological comfort your dog deserves. Owners who deliberately switched sides reported calmer, more connected dogs within weeks. Not months. Weeks. One small change. Enormous difference. But there is one habit almost every owner has that is undermining every single moment of connection they have ever tried to build. And it is the easiest thing in the world to fix. The pause that changes everything. Most owners pet continuously. Start to finish. No break. No stop. Constant contact until they decide they are done. And in doing that, they remove the one thing that transforms petting from something that happens to your dog into something that happens with them. Canine consent research found that a deliberate 3-second pause mid-session tells you everything your dog has been unable to say out loud. You stop. Hand pulls back slightly. You watch. If your dog turns toward you, nudges your hand, repositions their body closer, they are answering you. They are saying yes. More. Keep going. That touch now carries a meaning it never had before, because your dog chose it. If they shift away, shake off, look toward the door, they were already finished before you were. 3 seconds. That is all it takes to give your dog a voice in the only conversation they get to have with you through touch. And when you combine that pause with the next ritual, what happens between you and your dog becomes something most owners spend a lifetime never experiencing. The touch they've waited for. Sit with your dog right now. Not soon. Now. Turn your whole body toward them. Not your hand, your whole body. Signal with everything you have that this moment belongs to them completely. Let them come to you. Extend your hand and go still. Let them close the distance. Let them choose which part of their body meets your hand first. Then, when contact happens, go slow. 1 long stroke per second. Chest, side of the neck, shoulders, eyes on them the whole time. Soft, present, nowhere else. A 2021 study from the University of Milan tested every form of human-dog interaction measurable: play, feeding, training, casual contact. The highest oxytocin response ever recorded came from exactly this: slow, deliberate, mutual contact. Owner fully present. Dog leading the initiation. Eyes connected. In that moment, something happens that science can measure but cannot fully explain. Heart rates begin to move toward each other. Breathing synchronizes. Your dog's nervous system, which has spent its entire existence scanning for threats, goes completely quiet. They are not alert. They are not assessing. They are not managing. They are home. And so are you. You're ending it wrong. You are petting your dog. They are leaning in, breathing slow, eyes half closed. And then you stop. Suddenly. Phone buzzes. Someone calls your name. You just move on. You think nothing of it. Your dog does not recover that fast. A study from Stockholm University tracked cortisol levels in dogs immediately after abrupt termination of petting sessions. The finding stopped researchers cold. When petting ended suddenly, without any signal or wind down, cortisol spiked in dogs within 90 seconds. Not gradually, spiked. Think about what that means. You pulled your dog's nervous system all the way down into rest, into safety, into complete trust, and then you yanked that feeling away in a single second. Their brain does not process that as you got busy. Their ancient nervous system processes it as the safe thing disappeared without warning. You do this multiple times a day. Every abrupt stop is a small withdrawal. Every sudden ending is a tiny rupture in the feeling of safety you just built. The fix is almost embarrassingly simple. Before you stop, slow your strokes down even further over 10 seconds. Let the contact become lighter and lighter until it fades rather than ends. Give your dog's nervous system a landing instead of a crash. 10 seconds. That is the difference between a session that builds trust and one that quietly erodes it. But what you do not know yet is that your body position before you even begin is already telling your dog something, and most owners are starting every single session with the wrong message. Your position says everything. You probably pet your dog standing up or leaning over them from above. You think it does not matter. It matters enormously. Research from the University of Veterinary Medicine in Vienna found that dogs show measurably different stress responses based purely on the postural angle of the person touching them. A human leaning over a dog from above activates mild threat detection in most dogs, regardless of how familiar that human is. The overhead angle is simply too close to predator behavior for their ancient brain to ignore completely. Now compare that to what happens when you get down to their level. Sit on the floor. Turn sideways slightly, not face on, which can feel confrontational, just angled, relaxed, low. Cortisol drops before you even make contact. Their body opens toward you. Their breathing changes. You have not touched them yet. You have not said a word. But your dog's nervous system has already decided this is safe. Your position is a statement. Standing over them says, "I am in charge of this moment." Sitting beside them says, "This moment belongs to both of us." Every session you have ever started from above, you began the conversation with the wrong first word. Change your position tonight. Get on their level and watch what your dog does before your hand even reaches them. Because that reaction, that moment before contact, is your dog telling you everything they have never been able to say out loud. Your dog has been trying to tell you something this whole time, not with barking, not with behavior, with the way they lean in, the way they pull back, the way they go completely still under your hand. They have been speaking. You just did not have the translation yet. Now you do. So tonight, get on their level. Turn your body toward them. Let them come to you. Go slow. Stay present. And when you feel them lean their full weight into your hand, that is not just your dog relaxing. That is 15,000 years of trust landing in a single moment. Drop a number right now in the comments. Drop 1 if you have been standing over your dog this whole time. Drop 2 if you had no idea about the abrupt stop. Drop 3 if your dog is next to you right now and you are about to try this. And if this video changed the way you see your dog, share it with one person who loves their dog but has never been told any of this. Because every dog deserves an owner who finally speaks their language.